9 a.m, January 1st, manager of Aston Villa, not a problem in the world. What a time to be alive. Hello. Hey, Pep Guardiola, how you doing, mate? Good, Happy New Year? Yeah, mate, yeah. No, good night had by all, I'm sure. Where are you at these days? Paris Saint-Germain. Good for you, mate. It's good to see you challenging yourself with a club that doesn't have endless money. Yeah, now how can I help you here, mate? You want to buy our defender, Rodrigo? Yeah, not for sale, mate, not for sale. I'm sorry, how much? 110 million pounds. English pounds. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa. Welcome to episode 124 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And as you've just heard, transfer window opened. Literally first thing, it was 9 a.m. Actually, this was an hour later because I rejected the first bid. It was only 90 million. They came back 110 million pounds for Rodrigo. Now I rejected it, not because I don't think it's insane money for a central defender, but because I couldn't find anybody better. If we look at our finances, we don't need the money. So I didn't see the sense in signing the best central defender that I can see in the game and sort of replace him with less. We're not in a position, as I said, where we need the money, so I just wanted to keep the best defender that we can, to be honest. So that's happened. He's unhappy. The rest of the squad is not too bad, though. Most of them agreed with me anyway, and I think there was the two backup goalkeepers were sort of supporting him, and then I said, but we'll be a weaker team, and they were like, oh yeah, didn't think of that. So everybody's on my side. We just need to hope that Rodrigo stays happy. Yeah, maybe once the transfer window closes, if Paris move elsewhere in their search for a centre-back. But before we get on to today's episode, where we are playing Everton in the FA Cup and Chelsea in the league, let's have a look at what's happened in the game since last episode, starting with the league fixture away to Derby County. Brian Carlos opened the scoring midway through the first half, getting on the end of a Fiorini cross, before Rodrigo knocked home his own rebound just after half-time to double our lead. So there you go, it was a 2-0 win of Carlos and attacking Rodrigo with the goals in this one. It was a tight game, to be honest. Derby gave us a really good game. The match stats show that we just had the better players on the day, I think, and so we did get... It was a deserved win, but a hard-fought win, I'd say, is the best way to describe it. Next up, it was Everton at home, again in the Premier League. We never got going in this one, paying the price for standing off the Everton striker in the opening 10 minutes. Before a poor defensive header saw us 2 down after half an hour. This was really disappointing. We never got going. It looks as though we were the better team, and certainly we had shots on goal, but we never really looked like scoring. It was one of those games I think we could still be playing now, and I don't know that we would have scored. So a really disappointing performance. You can see the match ratings. They just went from strength to strength, and we, as I said, just never got going there, which was very disappointing. So we have a look at what that means for the league table, and we still have a game in hand, of course, having gone away to the FIFA World Club Cup last episode. So we're 1 point off Liverpool, but with a game in hand. Everton are still in this title race, though. They are right there, just the 3 points back, albeit having played an extra game. Now, with the transfer window being opened, a few Everton players have been getting sort of picked off. But I think Man United and Paris have both had a go at some of their players. So hopefully it'll weaken them a little bit. In this episode, of course, we go away, as I said, to Everton in the FA Cup, looking for a little bit of quick revenge there. And then it will be Chelsea at home in the Premier League. There's nothing else to catch you up on that I can think of. So let's go and have a look at the team that we are sending out here to face Everton in the FA Cup. And it is, as you would imagine, it is the sort of the kids that we send out, the Regens named after you guys. We are the favourites for this one. We have a decent enough record against Everton. Obviously, last time out, though, didn't go well for us. Raphael Hottenhausel, or Husenhautel, whatever his name is, he is the Southampton manager in real life, I believe. Adventurous mentality, standard playing style. This is how they played against us last time. Like I say, if we play as well as we attacked, I should say, if we sort of attack like that again this game, but we put our chances away, we're every chance. But we did need to play a little bit better. This is the team we're sending out. It is Gaz Mosley in goal. I'll give you a look at how all you guys are developing here, since you haven't probably seen them for a while. So Gaz in goal. Casey back at left back, a really good left back he's developing into as well. Harry Thomas will be one of the centre backs. Not quite sure why he's declining. Still a physical beast, though. David Bergkamp II and Fiorini. Lee Hendry is going to be the deep-lying playmaker in this one. Really good passer of the ball. Gary Turpie will be the advanced playmaker. Nick Roberts goes down the right. Enrique will be in the number 10 role. Blake Scully down the left. A really like him as a left winger, to be honest. Paul Walker goes up top, and the name missing, of course, is Brian Carlos. Unfortunately, he's picked up an injury. So he's out for this one for about 3 to 8 days, which is annoying because this would have been a sort of a good game to give him a start. But he's coming along as well, still developing, even though he is 24 now. Anyway, let's get out there. Let's see if we can get some revenge in the cup. So we're matching up formations, which is good to see. Now, there has already been the draw for the 4th round. The winner of this will host Spurs in the next round, so it doesn't get any easier. Put in a better performance than last time out. I think just go out there and impress me, boys. Go out there and impress me. Some calm, we have faith. And, yeah, let's go. It's going to be tough, as I said, away to Goodison, away to Everton, I should say, at Goodison, is not the easiest draw for this team. I'm hoping Enrique will have a big game, a little bit of class in there. We've seen Paul Walker score some goals before. I think he got the goal against West Brom, didn't he, in the Carabao Cup when we got knocked out in that, albeit that went to penalties. But this is a step up again. Everton are a very good team, and a minute and a half into the game, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. That's not ideal. Show some passion, boys. Come on. He just had the freedom of the park, didn't he, really? I'm wondering, looking at that, if we need to maybe drop the line, keep them a little bit closer together. He just got a little bit too much space. Turpey couldn't close him down. No defender went to close him down. Everyone just kind of stayed with the striker, and that's a bit of a miscommunication there defensively. Well, we won't panic just yet, but the signs were there that wasn't great. All right, here we go. Gaz Mosley in for Lee Hendry. These guys, as I keep saying, these are good players at this point. They're experienced, professional footballers, so they should be able to put in a performance for us. We do have some options on the bench. If people aren't playing well, we will look to change things to try and, we want to try and stay in the cup as long as possible. Over the top, and it's a cracking tackle. Is it a cracking tackle, or is he going to be sent off? Oh, this is going from bad to worse. It looked a good tackle to me. Referee, come on, mate. It's only 10 minutes in. Don't ruin the game. He's ruined the game. I think that was a good tackle, to be honest. All right. How do we fix this? We have to bring Thor on. I think we have to take Paul Walker off, don't we? Yeah, because we need Enrique to, we need a good player on the field, a top quality, someone that can create chances, maybe nick one for us as well. All right, so how do we fix this? We need to keep it tight, don't we? It's not ideal, is it? It's really not ideal. Okay, that's all we can really do. I think we need to work the ball into the box because we need to try and keep possession where we can. Beck's done well to win that. Scully flicks it on, but there's no one there. I'm going to play him as a shadow striker. I'm wondering if we should maybe put him up as a deep lying forward. But yeah, I don't really know. It's just disappointing, isn't it? It was a bit of a not the best goal to consider. Oh, Thor, what is that, mate? What is that? And can we get away with it? No, we can't. Reece Nelson, it's 2-0, and this could be anything at this point. Yeah, think. We have to demand more. We don't need to see that again. It was a poor header from Thor, wasn't it? We almost just need to try and just stay in this for get to half time and then see what we can do. How can we rejig this? They're walking through us for fun. Do we maybe need to look to hit them on the break? Do we maybe need to look to play for set pieces as well? We know Harry Thomas can get a goal from a set piece. Thor's a bit of a beast in the air as well. Oh, got away with one there. Here goes Nick Roberts. Have we got a little bit of luck there? Oh, it's not the best pass though. And he's in acres of space, and it's a good tackle, is it? It is a good tackle. Fiorini's there, hacks it clear. I do think we need to probably play for set pieces, don't we? We need to try and find a way back into the game. We'll try and encourage. Enrique's not having the best game. I'm wondering if we need to stick him up front. Oh, it's poor defending, isn't it? It's poor, and then somehow we managed to get worse. Yeah. we can get out of this without conceding, this should be the break. Oh, just over the bar again. I'm racking my brain here. I cannot think. I think we have to put Enrique up top. A deep lying forward. I mean, that is pretty. I think that's the worst I've ever seen us play. I mean, it feels like that now. Maybe it's not. Maybe we have done worse. But that just felt like everything that could go wrong there did. We're down to 10 men. We haven't looked like we know how to play football. And yeah, what can we do? What can we do? We've just got to get back out there, I think. We'll try sticking Enrique up top. If he drops back in, I mean, it's pretty much a similar sort of role, deep lying forward to a shadow striker anyway. It's just sort of a starting position. I mean, that didn't look much better, did it? All right, there's no point sitting back. It's a cup game. We've got to go for it. Let's demand more. Lee Hendry's done really well there. Can we be sensible here, please, boys? Back to Mosley. Mosley just didn't really have much to do there in any case, did he? There was no options for him whatsoever. Scully that's done well there. He hacks it clear again. We've got no one to pass to, do we? Yeah, I mean, this is just reeking of another goal, isn't it? Nelson. I mean, as I said, Everton are a good team, so it's not... Ugh. What a block that was from Thor. Excellent stuff. We need to change something again here, though, don't we? We need to... I don't even know what we do. Do we just get stuck in? Counter-pressing with a man down just seems like a bad idea to me. Let's maybe just distribute to the flanks. Let's maybe not exploit the flanks. I don't even know what to do. We'll just let them play, I think, at this point. We need something to spark us, don't we? There's a good take from Gaz. All right, can we launch on the back of that? We just look like a team playing 100% without confidence in this game. You may have noticed our morale has taken a big hit over, I think, partly the Everton game, the last game in the league, but I think it was mostly down to Rodrigo. Because we were fine, and it's just suddenly just gone really, really badly. All right, can we get one back here? It's Nick Roberts. He gets the cross into the box. It's headed away by John Joe. Can we get onto this? Hendry's there. We can't hold the ball. I mean, that's the problem here, isn't it? We cannot hold the ball. It's a good tackle there from Harry Thomas. It's come back, and it's 3-0, and that is the game. Do we raise... I don't even know. We're not passing to each other, and that is what's killing us, isn't it? Let's just try being a little bit more narrow, maybe. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. We're not playing well. Push forward, boys. I don't know. Let's get rid of some of the people that aren't playing well. Beck's having a nightmare, as is Enrique, so let's get him off. We'll bring the lab on. That completes the changes, doesn't it? That's 3. And yeah, let's hope we have a much better performance against Chelsea. I mean, being down to 10 men has not helped. I mean, we're already down a goal when that happened, but we were still in the game, I would say. But going down to 10 men has just... I mean, what is that? What... I'm going to have a team meeting after this, I think, because the morale isn't great. Can we get one back? Nick Roberts! Oh, at least it's a shot. It's a highlight. It's something we can cling to. No, demand more. Come on, boys. At least get something back here. All right, this is 3 passes we've strung together now. Fiorini, that's 4. Oh, get the Olays going. Nick Roberts in for Lab. Can he find Blake Scully? He goes for Turpey. Scully's lurking. Turpey, that's a nice ball. Here we go. Here we go. It's Dali. He dinks it in. It's Nick Roberts, and we can't score. Oh, that was better, though, boys. That looked like football. Here we go. A minute to go. We've looked a little bit better after we've made those 2 changes, haven't we? We've just haven't played well here. Here we go. Blake Scully back for the Lab. Can the Lab... Oh, it's a nice goal from the Lab. Last goal wins, ref, isn't it? I'm sure that's the rule. Last goal wins. It's a cup game. That was nice, wasn't it? A nice little ball in there from... nice little interchange between Dali, back for Scully, and this ball was really, really nice to find Lab in space. But look at that finish. That's absolutely stunning from the Lab. All you need is Lab. Da 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 da, all you need is lab. Da 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 da, all you need is lab. Labadovic. Well, we were poor. That was really, really poor, but at least we ended on a high. There we go. We're out of the cup for another year. That was... I mean, you can only be upset with that. So there you go. Everton earned surprise win at Goodison Park. I mean, they're third in the league. It's not that much of a surprise, surely. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, I'd like to know what would have happened if we didn't get the red card. I'm not gonna. It was a genuine attempt to win the ball, so I'm not gonna fine him. Yeah, I'd like to think it would have been a better game from us, perhaps, but you do get the feeling we just weren't on form there. But anyway, guys, wait right there. We're off to Chelsea next. Okay, welcome back. Let's put that debacle behind us and get things back on track. At home to Chelsea in the league. You can see they're struggling a little bit this year, so it's therefore sitting mid-table, really, 30 points from their 20 games. Now, before we get to that, obviously transfer window's open. Now, I'm relatively happy with the team that we have. Perhaps the one thing that I've said before is that I think we need maybe a third choice right back because we really don't have anybody else. So I was looking at the shortlist and I found this guy, Dave Johnson at Manchester United. Contract's up at the end of the year, valued at just over 6 million. 13 grand a week on these current wages. I thought, okay, you know what? We'll bid 6 million, which was accepted by Manchester United. Just a very good, solid third choice. I mean, to be fair, he could easily be second choice. He's that good. He wanted 50 grand a week. 50 grand a week for a third choice wing back. Good luck to him. I'm sure he'll get that at another club, but really, really, that annoyed me, to be honest. I thought we'd found ourselves. There's nobody else really. The one other person, and I will show you because I know that you guys like to see this. There's a guy at Chelsea here. Now, he's transfer listed at 11.5 million. He's on 65 grand a week, though. And if we look at what the scouts... I mean, I don't think he's as good as the other guy. But if we look at what he reports, what the scouts think he'd be on... Again, we're looking at sort of 50 grand a week for a third choice right back. That, to me, just doesn't quite seem like it's something we want to do. We could maybe look at loaning him in, see if we could loan him in for the year. But I'm not that concerned by it. But ideally, I'd like to have a third right back that's a good option because we saw earlier on this year, didn't we, with some injuries, and we had Kostic out and Fiorini sort of playing every game. But this is what we're expecting. Marcelo Gallardo, I'll try that again, is their manager. Favourite of mine back in the day at Liverpool Plate. Really good attacking midfielder. Attacking mentality, passing playing style. They played City last time out. They lost against 10 men of City. This is how they played. We're expecting them to line up in a similar way. Phil Foden is there now, which surprises me a little bit. We can see, we'll try and stop them playing out from the back. Key passes tend to be around the area, which is what you'd expect from a passing team, I would imagine. This is the team we're sending out. We're going back full strength here. It's now one other thing actually to catch you up on is Alpha Silla has picked himself up an injury about 6 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. So that's not great because he's actually been amazing for us this year. So we're going to be without him for a little while here. But it's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Nepo, who was in the FIFA Team of the Year. Well done to him. FIFA Team of the Year left back. With Rodrigo, we'll see what we're going to get out of him this game because he is obviously still upset at not being able to go and join Paris. With Forster and Kostic as the back four. Tonali comes in to sit in front of them. Grealish and Leroy in midfield. Rashid and Rodrigo down the wings. And Chris Hughes up top. So everybody's lining up as expected. Passing team, I just think it's worth having sort of Tonali in there to sit in front and try and break up the play. Stig says do it for the fans. Now, we did have a team meeting. I basically said we're doing well. Let's see if we can really kick on here and, make a name for ourselves, let's say. I think just calm faith. Stick with that. This is going to be a telling game, though. Because first of all, what are we going to get from Rodrigo? I do think that once the transfer window closes, if Paris sort of move on their interest... Oh, Sergio Gomez from the Everton save. That I do think that he'll come back to us, but you can never know for sure. It's not like we're a small team that it's a big step up for him. Well done there by Rashid. He's read that like a book. He finds what a pass, Jack Grealish. Oh, it's a good save. It was a really good move. We've almost made them pay for a bit of a loose pass. Not quite ruthless enough, but it was a good effort nonetheless. Grealish couldn't have done too much more with it. But just the movement off the ball there and the passing was absolutely stunning. It deserved a goal just for that alone. But yeah, just also from the team meeting and hopefully, we're going to respond. The morale isn't great right now. We need to improve that. I don't really understand why it's fallen away so fast. A bit of a dink there, Gaz. Maybe could have done a little bit better, but ultimately kept the ball out of the net. That's what we want from him. Need to concentrate here from the corner. Lamar away by Rodrigo. Not completely clear. This is a little bit of trouble here. Rodrigo's there, does a decent job, gets the block in. It's still there. Forster clears. And can Rashid get to that? No, he can't. Gomez. This is a little bit of pressure here. It's becoming a long highlight. We've nicked that. We've gone earlier. There was a Chris Hughes. No, Rashid's just hacked it clear, basically. That's fine. That's fine. As long as we're not conceding a goal, I'm okay with that. After this game, our next game is against Manchester City as well, which obviously, again, isn't going to be the easiest. So we've just picked a bit of a bad time to sort of have a bit of confidence falter. Just get rid, boys. Just get rid. A bit of a confidence hit with the morale, and I mean, losing twice to Everton. I mean, they are third in the league, so it's not shocking. But yeah, we're just going through a bit of a rough spell here. You know, we just want to be a little bit careful our season doesn't fall to pieces. That's a stunning ball for Rodrigo. Can he find? Oh, back for Rashid! Oh, there it is! A stunning counter-attack. Rashid and Rodrigo playing the world's longest 1-2 from one side of the field to the other. But it got the job done, and we are 1-0 up. Look at this from Rashid. There's the 1. Rodrigo just held it up nicely. Look at Rashid busting his lung. There's the 2, and there's the finish. First time by Rashid. That's a really good goal. Really, really good goal. We've ripped Chelsea to shreds there, and now are we on our way? Let's hope so. Let's really, really hope so. Can we win that back? Not yet. It's there for Nepo. Down for Leroy, for Rodrigo. What's he going to do? Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, Rodrigo deserved the finish. At 2-0 there, you would have just about started to say, job done. But at 1-0, obviously, it's still very much game on. And one mistake could cost us. But so far, as we come into stoppage time, this has been a really good first half. Here goes Chris Hughes. We know he's got pace to burn. We've got runners with him. Oh, he just couldn't quite find the pass. It's okay. Forster's found Rashid. Can we get a cross in? Can he return the favour for Rodrigo? Oh, it's there. It's maybe not hit as cleanly as he would have liked. It was a tight angle. The goalkeeper was well positioned. I don't know there's much else he could have done, to be honest. He put it on target from a tight angle. Maybe didn't hit, no, as I said, the cleanest connection. Maybe would have liked to hit it a little bit more sweet, but that's okay. Can we do something from the corner here, or is this just now an end of half highlight? Chris Hughes has a bruised ankle. That's not the worst. He should be able to play through that. If it does affect his performance, we do have the Lab on the bench after he's won the goal last time out, and we also have Enrique as well. So we have options to replace him. Of course, Rodrigo could even push up front. We could bring Marin on down the left, which might even be a better option, perhaps. Here we go. Finally, the corner. Grealish knocks it in. Back post. It's well claimed by the keeper, and that should be half-time. There's the Rodrigo effort. It was a decent effort, wasn't it? Really, it was. I don't know there's too much else he could have done. That's a decent first half, though. I'm pretty happy with that. Encourage the team. Things are going well, capable of better. Or do we want to say don't get... Things are going well, capable of better. Yeah, you can see the morale. It's really, it shouldn't be that low. We've been playing well. We've had 2 bad games against Everton, I'd say, and otherwise it's not been too bad at all. Let's just calm. We have faith in everybody. We'll keep an eye on Chris Hughes. A bruised ankle's not going to get any worse, is it? So it's just if he went down again, then maybe we do need to take him off. We'll just keep an eye on him. Let's give it a get creative, see if we can... I'd really like a second goal here, just to protect ourselves from mistakes, which can happen. Let's give it maybe a show some passion. Grealish isn't having the best game. He's over this free kick, though. Can he get a little bit of quality into the boxes? There's Chris Hughes. It's not the best. Leroy's there. We keep possession. In for Rashid. Can we get a bit of quality into the box here? Forster, square it. It's there for Rodrigo. Go on, Rodrigo. Oh, he's scared to shoot. It's all right. It's Leroy. That one, that was decent. It's there for Tonali. Have it, mate. Have it, Tonali. Oh! Decent effort. Just past the posts. I'm thinking Lab. I'm thinking, oh, what have I done there? I've double-clicked and it's done nothing. I'm thinking Lab, he did really well when he came on, didn't he, against Everton? So let's bring him on here. If Chris Hughes has got a bruised ankle, he's probably in pain, the poor guy. Here we go again. Grealish from the corner. It's back post. It's the Lab! Oh, hey, all together! All you need is Lab! Da-da-da-da-da! All you need is Lab! Da-da-da-da-da. I won't put you through that whole song again, but there we go. I do like that Lab song, though, but it's a cracking header from the Lab, and it is 2-0. Perfect done. Excellent stuff. And that should be job done. Can we go and rub a little bit of salt in this Chelsea wound now? Get our morale back up. Here we go. Lab again. Dinks it in. It's Rashid. It's Rashid. It's just past the post. Is there anybody on the bench we want to give some game time to here? I'm thinking maybe we keep as many players here fresh as we can. Let's bring Dali on for Nepo. We'll keep Nepo fresh for the big City game. It's a long way out for a free kick. Here goes Foden. Of course, we did have Foden. I always forget. Right at the start of this save, didn't we? We had Foden on loan, and I tell you what, he's come back and scored. And suddenly, let's cancel that sub because we've still got work to do here, boys. We had Foden for 2 years, didn't we? The year in the Championship and the first year in the Premier League. Not the best defending from a set piece here, to be honest. Foden's just kind of ghosted in, hasn't he? Nepo hasn't gone with him and realised a bit too late. Gaz has maybe sold himself a little bit short there as well. And we'll wait and see us from this corner. Can we get our 2-goal lead back, please? It's a decent header, but straight at the keeper. Let's give it a concentrate. And the highlight's going to continue here, is it? Oh, this makes me nervous. This makes me a little bit nervous. Kostic is there. It's a terrible header from Kostic. Just a terrible header from Kostic. Nepo's back there, though. Just get rid, boys. End this highlight, please. Just end the highlight. Here we go. It's Rashid. Can he find the lab for a second time? It's Kostic. Go on, mate. For Grealish. Grealish, look through the middle. Look through the middle. I think we've got to exploit the flanks, and I'm not sure we should with the space we've got out wide. It's Rodrigo. It's not the best. It's the lab. Oh! Almost a third goal in the episode for lab. Let's maybe just start and close this down a little bit as well. Let's take it off, exploit the flanks, because there was a lot of space through the middle. We will continue to counter-press, but we might just slow it down. I mean, it really shouldn't be close, should it? Let's give it a tighten up here towards the end. Let's maybe go defensive. This is probably it. There's 25 seconds to go. Anything I do now is not going to make a difference. Rashid, time-wasting header into the Holte end. And that should be enough of that. There we go. Well, we did deserve the win. We made it a little bit nervy for ourselves at the end, but a good performance there. Rashid, Rodrigo, and the lab when he came on. I tell you what, the lab just never lets us down. Season after season, he's never first choice. I'm going to say well done, lads. We go top, which is good. Hughes shouldn't be too serious, no. Yeah, but the lab, he never lets us down. He's never first choice at the start of the year. And I tell you what, come Champions League final time, he's usually getting in and around the starting 11, isn't he? But there we go. Eddie House having a look at Mosley, Grealish, and Chris Hughes. Tonelli's getting looked at as well. He's underrated, Tonelli, I think. But there we go. That is that for today's episode. We do go back top. All fixtures equal. We had the early kickoff on the Saturday, so the other teams will play next. I think Brighton's our game in hand, yeah. But 2 points clear of the Merseyside clubs, which is good. Tottenham's there or thereabouts as well, as is Man City. So it's a bit of a logjam behind us. But that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Apologies for the cup game. That really wasn't good enough. But otherwise, it wasn't too bad in that second game. We'll be back next time. I think we have to come back for Spurs, who are obviously 4th in the league. That's a big one. And then we might play over Blackburn, who are bottom, and then we might then come back for Sevilla in as we get our Champions League knockout rounds underway. That's all for next time, guys. Until then, open Aussie Villa. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.